The journey of fuel subsidy removal has been a difficult one, marked by a mix of hope, frustration, and uncertainty. The subsidy, once intended to cushion the impact of high fuel prices on citizens, became a burden on the economy, draining resources that could have been used for development. The elimination of subsidies sparked nationwide debates, protests, and discontent as citizens grappled with the immediate increase in prices. The ripple effects on the cost of living is also glaring. Over the years, government has attempted various strategies to address the issue, from partial removal to complete deregulation, each met with its own set of challenges. The push and pull between the need for economic reform and concerns for the welfare of the people has created a delicate balancing act for policymakers. As the country continues to navigate the aftermath of subsidy removal, the focus now shifts to long-term solutions that promote sustainability and accountability in the energy sector. Meanwhile, Dangote Refinery has commenced the sale of diesel to oil marketers. This milestone was confirmed by both dealers and officials of the plant, who said that diesel sales began last week. It is hoped that this development will help reduce the price of diesel and bring relief to Nigerians. For more on this, Dr. Maurice Ibe, who is a principal consultant to the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, joins me here in the studio. Welcome, Mr. Ibe. How are you this evening?
I'm wonderful, thank you. And how are you?
Very well, thank you. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you again for having me on the program.
So you've heard the news, obviously, that Dangote Refinery has released or is supplying at least 1 million liters of diesel to marketers. How significant is this news or this new development on the economy and Nigerians in general, in view of the fact that the fuel subsidy was removed last year?
Thank you very much for the question. It is a welcome development. The supply of diesel by Dangote Refinery to the generality of stations in Nigeria. However, the impact will not be felt fully, probably till the next couple of days. The trucks that are trucking these products are making their way to various sections of the country. So the actual impact on this move by Dangote Refinery will not be fully felt by our members and by also the generality of Nigerians, probably till the next couple of days. So I wouldn't want to precipitate an answer in terms of the impact, but let's wait a little bit and see what happens.
So the refinery was inaugurated last year by former President Muhammad Buhari, and so it's been quite a while to get here before they're fully functional. And with the refinery coming on stream, I think it also shows that with a little bit of efficiency, the federal government should be able to provide these basic services and products by refining them, but it's unable to do that. Is that a lost cause completely, that the government cannot and will never be able to do this in Nigeria?
Very interesting question, actually. My members, the Independent Petroleum Marketers, and I also consult, by the way, for the Association of Distributors and Transporters of Petroleum Products. We've been pressuring the government, not necessarily for Dangote Refinery. Our focus has been to get our own indigenous refineries functional. Dangote can only do so much. We have several refineries in this country that have been virtually comatose for many years, and billions of dollars have been spent on these refineries, and yet they are not able to produce a single liter of petroleum products. So the key to solving our problems is the effective functioning of these refineries. The government must do more, pressure more on those who are currently servicing these refineries to get them functional. Dangote is doing its best. We really applaud him for what he's done. But the country still can't and will not feel the effect of Dangote Refinery for now, because If you look at the price of pumps, PMS is still at 680, 660 in some places. Some parts of the country is selling for 700 naira per liter. So the effect of Dangote refinery in terms of petroleum products still not being felt by Nigerians. We still have to adopt a wait-and-see attitude and see where we'll go from here.
Okay, so Dangote is just one person, and we've been singing the old song of government being able to do this. So it's apparent it's failing. Should the focus not be on having more licenses or giving more licenses to the private sector to do exactly what Dangote is doing to expand?
Thank you very much for the question. As a matter of fact, the independent petroleum marketers intends to, and we are talking to some investors, to build our own modular refineries. The answer to Nigeria's problem is not one refinery, it's not two refineries, but actually small boutique refineries spread all over the country. This way, these products can be processed, can be supplied from different small refineries, which are easily serviceable, that can be maintained, brought down, maintained, and efficiently run by our own individual engineers. What we are moving within the independent petroleum marketers is to see a way we can form an alliance or partnership with some technical experts abroad to build modular refineries. And also, we have brought in and partnered with a German firm called Dafe Technology to explore CNG capabilities, where our trucks that move these diesels can be converted from using diesel to natural gas, and also what you call lithium batteries for these trucks. This way, the dependence on fuel, the dependence on diesel will be highly minimized, and also the cost will be finally passed down to the general consumers.
Okay, so let's shift a little bit to something close to this. So 16 months after the federal government flagged off the drilling of oil in the Kolmani River between Bauchi and Gombe states, it looks like the effort has been abandoned. There's inactivity. What's going on? Do you have any news about what's going on there?
We honestly, I will try not to delve into that issue. It's purely within the realm of NNPC. They are better informed, they have the data, they have the feasibility, they are the ones supervising that project. I will not want to delve into discussing that issue in Bauchi. A lot of members have argued for and against it. Some think it was a waste of resources, others think that it was good to explore. So I will stay neutral on that. I think NNPC will be the better people to speak on what is happening with that. But
you're an expert in that industry. You don't think that there's more that meets the eye?
Frankly, there's a lot that meets the eye, but we don't have all the information. We are not on the ground. A lot of money has been spent. A lot of money has been abused in that process. What we are saying is that NNPC needs to tell the country what is happening, what has happened, how the resources have been deployed, and what has been achieved. If it is a total waste of resources, the country needs to know, and somebody needs to account for it. But for now, nobody so far is saying anything.
So let's go back to refining. What's stopping the modular refineries? What are the challenges, very briefly? Because I've been hearing about this for a very long time, so have many Nigerians.
Yes, but one or two have actually flagged off. A friend of mine, Walter Smith, has been running one in the Ebema, Ohaji Ebema area, and that has been functioning for a little bit over 2 years now. More of them needs actually to come on stream. The truth of the matter is that NNPC gave out a lot of licenses 20 years ago, 15 years ago, to a lot of people who didn't have the capacity to establish these modular refineries. Now it is time to cancel a lot of those licenses and issue them to organizations like independent petroleum marketers who have the capacity, who's been in the industry, so that Nigerians can feel the effect of this type of developments in the oil and gas industry.
Thank you so much, Dr. Maurice Ibe, Principal Consultant to the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria. It's been wonderful having you in the studio.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Pleasure
coming.
talking to you.